Hey guys. All right. Here I gotta tell you something that happened to me a long time ago, about almost 5 months ago. I never said anything because well, I didn't have all the facts. I still don't, but I feel like I say it now. So anyway, I was. This is all spiritual, by the way, just to get this out. It's all spiritual. I'm really a spiritual guy in the spirit world. I lost all my skins, healed up with Christ, became a Christian Christ guy. I am a, I'm a quasi Christ. I'm a Christ, but I'm not because I'm in my ego. Therefore, it's different. When I get mad, I do bad things. I fight. But when I fight other people, I'm actually beating up myself. It's a big mind trip within Christ that I gotta get around. I don't know how to do it yet. But anyway, so when I'm fighting in the spirit world, I'm actually fighting myself, beating myself up. But it all comes down, the reason I fight is because I'm awake in the spirit world. When I lay down and go to bed, I'm astral traveling. I meet someone, he pisses me off. I'm awake and I'm fighting. My ego perceives through the spirit, and I fight because my ego is in the spirit world. That's not a normal thing. So that's why that's why I'm a quasi Christ, because I do bad shit because of my ego. Now the reason I do bad shit is because it's an ego response, not a heart response. Do you understand? It's two different worlds in the spirit world. I bring my ego with me, and that's why Christ is with me, healing me, taking care of me, because my ego is perceiving their world, and my ego don't understand it. So whatever happens in that world that my ego don't agree with, I get pissed off and I fight. Sometimes it's the right thing to do, but 99.9% is the wrong thing to do, especially when you're a Christ. They made me a Christ. They made me do all the lessons, then the Christ lessons, and I passed. I'm a Christ. And that took years, 9 years. But now that I'm a Christ, everything I do that's against Christ, that's not Christ-like, it's not the right thing to do. But I can't understand, perceive the heart when 20 people are yelling in my head. Just like that, literally. That's how bad it is. So that's why I go nuts, because of screaming and yelling and shit. People stalking me and doing bad things in the spirit world. Okay. Now you got that out of the way. I was talking to JC. They were after my secrets. And it came through my subconscious. My subconscious opened up. Christ was in me. And the secrets come pouring out. I made a video about it. And it was all ET stuff that I wasn't supposed to release until I was dead. Okay? The ETs came in the spirit world. They opened up a vortex, whatever, spirit world, whatever it is. The ETs come, open up a porthole in front of me, and they talk to me face to face. Inner light to their inner light, spiritually. My ego, just sit there and watch. I don't even know what they're talking about. From that, they gave me all this stuff, passing it on. I gave it to Christ. Christ, I got all my secrets now. And my inner voice said I wasn't supposed to give anybody this until my death. That means Christ, my family, spirit world people. All right? And I can't remember what it was. You have to go back and watch the video. So, it was all ET stuff. My spirit in the ETs, what I learned, what I got, what I did, all of it. with the ETs. That was the big secret everybody was after. After that, I just have little stupid secrets. The odd one that I gotta get rid of. And they're popping out all the time. Alright? So, I was talking to Christ about the secrets, and he was, this is after the secrets been released out of my subconscious. I started asking Christ about, now when I say Christ, I'm talking to a man who looks like any of you, but he's Christ. And there are like a million of you, a million. But the one I'm working with at the time was Christ. I call him different names, okay? Red beard, yellow beard, bald Christ, this Christ. You know, I have to give them names so I can identify them in my head and who I'm referring to. Now, they, spirit people that are in Christ conscious, they just say Jesus Christ. You got to talk to Jesus Christ. But I'm like, yeah, well, there's endless amounts of them, so which one am I talking to? Right? Do you get it? So that's a little problem I got. Now, the big Christ is like Christ consciousness on the highest level, okay? Up in the light. So, Christ consciousness has levels. There's Christ all the way down in the astral on the earth. Dead people. There's Christ in the astral. All the way up the levels into the light. Christ. Now they're learning. They're doing their lessons. They're learning. And as they do that, they move up levels. Okay? Some people at the top come down and help out people down here. It's like that. Okay? So I'm somewhere in there. I'm on 14. I know that. I can go up to 14 spiritually and live happily. Christ came to me and said, when he made me Christ, you're allowed to go anywhere in Christianity. This is before I was a Christ. Before I was a Christ. He said, you can go anywhere you want in Christianity. High, low, don't matter. Go there, do whatever you gotta do. And I was like, wow, really? Okay. Nice. I don't even know where to go because I don't know what's there. But where I've been and what I know, I can go. So, with that said, I'm just giving you a rundown of what it's like. So Christ comes to me, or I go to Christ, and I'm talking to him about extraterrestrials and my involvement in them. And one day they came, opened up a vortex, and they were talking. All the shit came out. All the secrets came out. La-di-da. He was talking to another Christ that I was talking to. Now he's inside me. I'm in his bubble. So I'm in his room, bubble room. In St. Lucia, let's say. And I'm talking to him. And he says something to his other, he goes, are we allowed to tell him? Do you think we can tell him about the secret? Christ's secret? It's released now, isn't it? And the other guy goes, yeah, it's released. You can tell him. There's nothing he's not supposed to know. And he goes, okay, I'll tell you. And so what he did was he told me this. Now, what happened before that, okay, I gotta tell you, I was talking to Christ about a dream I had where a radio talk show host, but it wasn't a dream, it was real. Astral traveling. Where a radio talk show host was at my house. That's alive on the earth. The radio talk show host alive on the earth. And he looks, the spirit that I was with said his name, looked exactly the same as the guy on the earth. And so I told Christ, and he was drunk and puking in my bed. Okay, at a big party I was having at my house. And I'm not going to give you his name just because. So I woke up from the dream. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What's his name? Is in my. I go, is this real? Is this a dream I'm having? And he goes, no, he's really there. Yep, there. And Christ goes and looks at him and goes, yep, there he is. And he's mumbling, laying in my bed, puking all over the place. I threw the bed out. I don't want it no more. So this guy's laying there puking, talking. And I go, well, it looks like such and such on the... And he goes, yeah, that's him. And I go, what are you talking about? How can he be there and here? Like, in reality, you can listen to him on the radio every day, but here he is. And he goes, he's walking. And he goes, that's the guy that's puking in your bed is the original guy. The guy that's in the illusion, Earth, in a body, is a walk-in. And I go on, really? And he goes, yeah, the walk-in's not too bright either. He's an abuser. He's not like a bad abuser, but he abuses women, hates on them, shit like that. And I'm going, are you kidding me? And he goes, nope. And he goes, we took him out and put someone else in. But the soul that is in this radio host, I don't know if he's talking about the radio host was an abuser now, or the guy. I think the guy in the bed was abusing people. They pulled him out of his body and put in another soul into the radio host. And now the radio host, I'll give you as much as I can get you, is he's all paranormal stuff, UFOs, ETs. Sometimes he's on Coast to Coast AM. It's not the big schmo from Coast to Coast, whatever his name, I forgot. But anyway, he has his own radio show. He's a walk-in. I'm like, holy shit. The soul that was just in him a while ago, before the walk-in came, is laying in my bed, hanging out with other paranormal people and light people, me. And this is my old house where I used to live down in the illusion. I created it. Other people live there. Okay? It's not my house. They live there down there. They had a big party. They all came to it. It's a long story. But anyway, I saw the guy. So Grace told me, yeah, well, we can tell him the secret now, right? And I go, yeah, tell me the secret. And he goes, do you think it's okay? Grace is telling me about Christ's secret, what they're doing. Okay? It's hard for me to talk, okay? So, Grace goes, yeah, you can tell him. It's okay. It's not a secret anymore. Now I'm a Christ, so I'm in the club, so to speak, for vital information. And they were going to tell me this. He goes, okay. He goes, we were going to, before I tell you, Christ told me we were going to do that to you because you were having such problems between your world and this world. We were going to pull you out of your body and put a walk-in, another soul in your body that can take it. And I go, no, hell no, you're not. He goes, no, we're not. You got through it. He goes, you're still you still have problems, but you're doing it. We can't take that away from you. And your inner light says no. So that's why we didn't. And so they were going to turn me into a walk-in. They were going to pull me out of my body because there's no reason I need to be here at all. I'm not even supposed to be on the earth. I'm just on the earth for whatever reason because I was born here and given this body. I don't even need to be here. So anyway, Christ says, we were going to do that to you, pull you out, and another person will come in, a Christ or another soul that needs to be learning to do good things on the earth. I'm like, oh, that's nice and all, but no. So anyway, so we're sitting there, and they can pull me out. And I go to sleep, and I'm half dead, man, literally. You don't even believe it. So Christ, he goes, they're going to tell me the big secret. And I go, well, what's the big secret? And Christ goes, okay. He goes, all the Christians that are born on the earth, all Christians. I go, okay. There's thousands of Christians born on the earth in a year, right? Hundreds of thousands. I go, yeah. And he goes, well, they grow up, and there's a percentage of them that become abusers Okay? They become corrupt. They're doing the opposite of what Christ is supposed to be doing, or Christians are supposed to be doing. They're not, they turn basically to the dark side and start doing bad shit. And they were Christians coming into the body. And I'm going, yeah, I go every single church. And he goes, exactly. And Christ knows this. He goes, yeah. He goes, it's rampant down there. It's sickening. So what we're doing is, he goes, out in the illusion, which means the illusion of nothing, there's an extraterrestrial race in your dimension. I'm like, okay. And he goes, this extraterrestrial race, the whole race got destroyed. And most of the people, most of the beings, souls that were on within this race are Christ-like. And they have nowhere to be born because they're Christ-like. And he goes, well, since the earth has so many problems, we've been talking to them and we've agreed, made arrangements for them to be walk-ins for the humans, like what I just went through, a walk-in. And he goes, there's millions of Christ-like extraterrestrial beings out there from this one particular race that want to be born and help humankind. I'm going, okay. And he goes, so what we decided to do was all the Christians that were born and started doing the dark side's work and not Christ's work, we're going to pull them out of their bodies and the walk-ins are going to come in. So basically, the abusers, the corruptors, the corruption, people that are living the dark side and call themselves Christians, or they were Christians when they came in, gave up Christianity, and went to the dark side. Those people are still marked as Christ or Christians, right? Christ knows who these wankers are that have done all this, who turned to the dark side. So, they are currently, right now, pulling all the Christians, not all, like the corrupt Christians that are not following Christ. They're pulling them out of their bodies, people on the earth, extraterrestrials, Christ-like extraterrestrials that have nowhere to go are being put in those bodies. So how's that grab you? That was Christ's big secret, which is not a secret anymore. It's already started. They're already doing this. They were going to do it to me. They did it to the talk show host. Now, if I say his name, I'm going to get a shitload of bullshit retribution back. So I'm not saying his name. If you contact me privately, maybe I'll send you the link, I don't know, to the guy. But it was one guy who knows who it is. And I told him not to tell anybody, and I'm not telling anybody because I'm going to get my ass kicked. This guy has a huge following, so I'm not saying nothing. Anyway, that's what happened. They were going to do that to me, but they didn't. And that's what Christ's secret was. Now Christ goes, I can't do it. Only Christians I can do that to. So all the Christians on the earth that are doing bad and not Christ's work, or living life, or living their lives with Christ, or doing, instead of going out and helping, they're beating their wives, beating their kids, shooting animals, shooting, killing, running around, greed, killing everywhere. Bankers, lawyers, Illuminati, from the bottom all the way up. If you're a Christian and you're doing that shit, Christ is going to pull your soul out, deal with you, and a walk-in's coming in. An extraterrestrial walk-in that wants to bring the earth to more balance. Now, I go, well, is it out of balance? And he didn't say, but earth was out of balance between good and bad. Okay? He didn't say that. But what he said was, I can only pull out Christians. I have no authority. Christ has no authority to pull out evil unless it's asked to do it. Unless he's asked to do it. You can't do nothing to any of the other people. All the other religions, only the Christians can you do this to. Unilaterally. He can walk. If you're a rotten prick and you're sleeping with 10 other girls and your wife's at home taking care of the kids and you're out there fucking and whoring around, Christ could walk up to you, pull you out of your body. Another one comes in, starts an extraterrestrial. So he told me there was millions of these extraterrestrials from this one extraterrestrial culture waiting to be born as walk-ins. So Christ is pulling out all the bad Christians out of their bodies, taking them away, and the walk-ins are coming in. And you know what? If you were a Christian and now you're a fucking evildoer, good luck with that. I have no names of who has been done to except that one guy, only because I dreamt of him sleeping in my bed puking. And you know what? He's a walk-in. They pulled him out because he was abusing girls. Now, I don't know the details, but he was a big partier, big drinker. Christ said, hell no. You ain't representing me. Pulled him out of his body, a walk-in came in. I think that's how it went. And I dreamt it, but I didn't know what the hell was going on. I said, is that the radio host lying in my bed puking? And he goes, yep. And he goes, he's walking. I go, holy fuck. And then Christ told me the story. And he goes, we were going to do that to you. But I wasn't abusing. But my problem was I was in torment. I was tormented with all of it. So there you go, guys. Now this is going to be part 1 of 4 parts at least. And I can only do half-hour videos on my phone. So I'm making half-hour videos. The next video I make is going to be more crazy man experiences. A lot of crap I went through. And it has to be said. You know, these are my experiences. I'm not share them. You don't have to believe it. You can just turn me off, call me crazy, do whatever you want to do. But I don't want to hear it. Don't write me and call me crazy, or I'm just banning you. And you'll never see any good UFOs or CE5s. Because I don't care. Jesus Christ. If you got a zit, you pop the fucker, right? You got a moron yelling at you on the internet. People call you, you censor your own YouTube page. Well, yeah. I don't need no asshole telling me, give me shit. I got no fucking problem. Anyway, guys. That's that. So this is part 1 of a multi-part thing of how Christ does his things to me. I learned a lot, so part 1. Later.